Well, the 2025 Clash at the Bowman Gray Stadium has come and gone, and overall, it completely surpassed not only mine, but everyone's expectations. Like, I knew coming in that this was going to be a pretty good race, but I didn't expect it to be as great as it was. And everyone agrees that this was a fantastic Clash, and hopefully it's here to stay for the coming future. However, while the Clash at Bowman Gray was a huge success, many fans still would love to go back to Daytona for the Clash. And these people said they enjoyed the Clash at Bowman Gray, but they'd still love to see NASCAR returning where it all began, racing on the oval at Daytona. Along with the Clash being less complex with its eligibility as well as its other formats. So that's what I'm going to try out today. What if NASCAR in 2025 decided to return the Clash back to Daytona and return the original formats? Pole sitters only and a 20-lap dash. Except there will be a couple changes to this idea. For starters, the race will be 24 laps due to NR2003 limitations. And second, I am moving the race to night, because I feel like the Clash lost its prestige and specialness when they moved it to day. So, we're returning it back under the lights. With the old format of pole sitters only, it leads to 16 drivers competing in tonight's event. With the introduction out of the way, let's take a look at this year's lineup for the 2025 Busch Clash at Daytona. Starting in first tonight is Ross Chastain for Trackhouse. He scored 1 pole last season at Watkins Glen. Alongside him in row 1 is Chase Elliott. Although he didn't qualify for any poles, he was given the pole at New Hampshire, so he makes the race. Tyler Reddick starts third as he won 3 poles last season, including the pole for the Brickyard 400. Starting fourth is Ryan Blaney, the highest fourth in the field, after winning the pole at the Spring Bristol race. Kyle Larson rounds out the top 5 after winning 5 poles last season, including 3 in a row, with those being at Richmond, Martinsville, and Texas. 2311's Bubba Wallace will start on the outside of him after winning the pole for the Southern 500 last season. Starting in 7th is Martin Truex Jr. He decided to run this race to test out his new ride in the 56 and to get ready for the Daytona 500. He won 2 poles last season, with those being the last 2 races of the season at Martinsville and the finale at Phoenix. His former teammate Ty Gibbs starts alongside him after winning 2 poles last season, one of them being the Coke 600. Christopher Bell's up next as he won 3 poles last season, driving the number 20, which was the same car that won the last Daytona Clash here in 2020. And alongside him is Michael McDowell in the 71 after winning an astonishing 6 poles last season, racing for Front Row Motorsports. But this season he's with Spire Motorsports running the 71 Chili Chevrolet. Starting in 11th is Denny Hamlin, who has won 4 clashes, including last year's Clash as well. He won 3 poles last season and was given the pole for the Michigan race after the qualifying was rained out. Alongside him is defending champion Joey Logano. He won 3 poles last season, including the pole for the Daytona 500. 13 and 14th are Hendrick drivers, with Alex Bowman making the race after winning the pole for the Bristol night race, and William Byron starts alongside him, with Byron scoring the pole at Coda. Rounding out the final row includes Shane Van Gisbergen driving the number 88 car. He won the pole at the Charlotte Roval last season, and alongside him is Kyle Busch in the number 8. Winning the pole at the Spring Dover race. And those are your 16 drivers in this year's Clash at Daytona. Now sit tight and hang on, as the Clash has returned to the World Center of Racing. 16 drivers, 1 champion. Let's get into action. The sun is down, the lights are out, and it's a moment that a lot of people in Daytona Beach, Florida has been waiting for. The Clash has returned to Daytona. 24 laps, 16 drivers, and a $3 million check waiting for that first driver to take the checkers. Ross Chastain and Chase Elliott will lead them to green for this big moment. The pace car is in. The cars are coming into the tri-oval for the first time today. And the green flag is out, and away we go here for the 2025 Busch Clash at Daytona. Ross Chastain gets a huge run in the back straightaway early with help from Tyler Reddick, as he will lead them around for the first time today. As meanwhile, farther back, Martin Truex Jr. is moving Larson out of line. He will take that third spot in the inside line away, as Ross Chastain will lead the first lap of the 2025 Clash. It's a Chevrolet leading, but a lot of Toyotas behind. We have Reddick, Truex, Bell, and Hamlin all hungry for a win tonight. As Hamlin moves up into the third position, a four-time winner of the Clash and winner of last year's Clash, the Coliseum. Can he win it to return back to the Daytona Clash tonight? But behind him, here comes Alex Bowman, looking for his first Clash victory. Last time the 48 has won in the Clash was in 2019 with Jimmy Johnson. But Ross Chastain, the number one, continues to lead. Behind him, you got Tyler Reddick in the number 45, another car also looking for his first win in the Clash tonight. Managed to score a super speedway win last year at Talladega in that very same scheme. And here comes Alex Bowman for second. Bowman and Reddick will battle side by side heading into turn 3 for that second position. Looks like Bowman, with help from Chastain's teammate Shane Van Gisbergen, will take the second spot away, and now he's hunting down the leader. As we already got three wide pack racing a little bit farther behind here. But Chastain continues to lead the field. Meanwhile, here comes Bowman. He's right on the bumper of the number one. But farther behind, we got Joey Logano, who's trying to make a move on the inside, trying to get that inside line. But Byron, not wanting to lose any positions, takes that spot away and now leads the inside line. Five laps into the Clash, and Chastain has led all 5 of them. He's got one super speedway victory under his belt, and that was at 2022 at Talladega. But can he win it at the biggest track of them all? As Logano moves up to second, the defending champion, looking to win the Clash as well. The last Clash win he got was in 2022 at the Coliseum when they first started racing there. Can he win it in the first Daytona race back? And meanwhile on the inside, Ty Gibbs in the 54 with help from Michael McDowell. As Chastain continues to lead the field. As McDowell moves up to second now with help from Ryan Blaney, and he's closing the gap in on the number one. He might take the lead away. He's on the inside of the number one, the 71 car, trying to pull off an upset for Spire Motorsports. They've won at Daytona before with Justin Haley, but Michael McDowell in the number 71 takes the lead away. New leader, Michael McDowell. The 2021 Daytona 500 champion now leads him around here at the Clash. Now with a new team, Spire Motorsports as well. He spent most of his career racing for Front Row Motorsports until just this year. But Ryan Blaney, 2023 champion, is right on his bumper. And behind him, Bubba Wallace, a major threat at the super speedways, is also looking to possibly throw his hat into the ring as well as Ryan Blaney dives down low. McDowell trying to close the door, but isn't fast enough, and Blaney's now going to take the lead away as they head through turn number 4. Ryan Blaney becomes the third leader of the night, but McDowell holds on just long enough to lead that lap. Meanwhile, 3 wide for the lead now, as Denny Hamlin looks underneath both of them for the lead. He will take the lead away. With help from Chase Elliott, former rival of Denny Hamlin. Is he going to make a move on him now? It looks like he might. He's looking on the inside, as we got a 3 wide throughout the entire field. And yet they're going to look on the inside of him. Chase Elliott, fan favorite from Dawsonville, Georgia, is going to take the lead away. And now battles side by side with Ryan Blaney for position. Ryan Blaney leads that lap, but Chase Elliott trying to see if he can lead around as he goes up the track. And Christopher Bell is now in position. Last time that we ran on the oval of Daytona for the Clash, it was Eric Jones in that same number 20 car that won the race. Can Bell bring the 20 car back to victory lane for the Clash in their return to the oval? Behind him, you got in the back the Trackhouse duo of Shane Van Gisbergen and Ross Chastain. Working together. If they move the 20 car up the track, is he going to be able to close the door in time? It doesn't look like he will. Shane Van Gisbergen might be taking the lead as they come around this time by. And he will. Shane Van Gisbergen, the New Zealand native, now leads him around the Clash. He goes up the track, and Ross Chastain might take the lead away. As we got 3 wide racing throughout the track now, as Ross Chastain retakes the lead. The pole sitter is back up front. But don't look now, as here comes Alex Bowman once again. He's on the inside now as Chastain moves up the track. As Alex Bowman retakes the lead with Tyler Reddick behind. But the big question is now, who's going to be the first driver to break away from this pack? As here comes Ty Gibbs now on the inside. Ty Gibbs move up to second. And behind him, we got Bowman's teammate, Kyle Larson. Larson has yet to win a Busch Clash, but can he change that tonight as Alex Bowman breaks away from the pack? That's good news for Bowman, but bad news for everybody else because they now have to work together to get back up to the 48. As Larson now leads the inside line in that pack. A little bit of teamwork from some teammates. You got Bowman and Larson, the Hendrick duo up there. We have Trackhouse working. Now we have owner and driver working together. We have Bubba Wallace and Denny Hamlin on the inside trying to push each other up to the front. As Ty Gibbs also breaks away from the pack a little bit, trying to see if he can hunt down the 48, and here he comes! Ty Gibbs! Heads on the inside of Alex Bowman, and he's got some help behind with the 2 Toyotas of Bubba and Denny. As Bubba moves up the track, and Denny Hamlin will move on. Here comes Bubba Wallace actually coming down to help keep Ty Gibbs in the lead, but here comes Bubba Wallace trying to steal for himself! As Bubba Wallace now leads the field here in the Clash. Oh, he almost gets cut off by Ryan Blaney, but they keep the cars clean, and Ryan Blaney now takes the lead away here. And it is just a revolving door of drivers here tonight leading the field. As Ryan Blaney takes the lead, but here comes Michael McDowell once again, looking on the inside, trying to see if he can catch up to number 12 as well. Heading into 10 laps to go here at the Clash. Ryan Blaney leads, but Michael McDowell's hunting down the position. He's got to hold off 3 different lanes here, and here comes Michael McDowell back to the lead, and behind him the Trackhouse duo of Chastain and Van Gisbergen. But for now, it's Michael McDowell leading, but here comes the Trackhouse duo. Is McDowell going to be able to get down in time, or is he going to run out of time? He runs out of time! Chastain back to the lead here at Daytona. As they battle side by side into the tri-oval. But Chastain leads him, but here comes Van Gisbergen, leaving his teammate out to dry. The 88 takes the lead once again, but behind him is Martin Truex. But Michael McDowell holding on to that outside lane as long as he can, as it's 3 wide for the lead at Daytona. Everyone's hungry for this Clash win. Impressive run by Michael McDowell, managing to make that outside lane work as much as he can to maintain the lead. But it looks like the Trackhouse duo is going to take away the lead now. It's still side by side with him and McDowell for the lead. Van Gisbergen holding on to that inside lane, but it's Chastain versus McDowell for the lead here at Daytona. Chastain heads down the inside, and it looks like he's almost looking like he might clear him, but it's still side by side. 2 rising teams, Spire versus Trackhouse. As McDowell continues to lead him around, he is making that outside lane work. And he's proving that this was a great choice for Spire Motorsports. Chastain trying to see if he can get help from his teammate once again. Next time by will be 6 laps to go in the Clash. Chastain and McDowell continue to battle side by side. What an exciting battle for the Clash win. Chastain has that inside line, but McDowell is making the outside work as he continues to hang on to the lead. But oh, and here comes Van Gisbergen on the inside once again. Is he going to be able to have enough help from Truex to take the lead away? As McDowell still hangs on to the lead by a fender. Chastain dives down low once again. But McDowell continues to hold on. As 5 laps to go here at the Clash, can McDowell hang on for the win? As Chastain and SVG kind of break out a little bit on the backstretch, that might actually harm them in the end, but can he be able to hold on? Coming to 4 laps to go, it's still McDowell versus Chastain. McDowell once again leads. Makes you wonder if everyone's saving their last moves for the last lap. And here comes Van Gisbergen. It almost looks like he had a run going. And it actually might work. It almost looked like he was going to help Chastain push to the front, but he just can't get that momentum going. McDowell continues to lead. Next time by, it's 3 laps to go. They don't have much time, and this time, McDowell keeps the lead. Laps to go here at Daytona. McDowell gets a huge lead on the front stretch. But will it be enough to hang on? He's still got 3 more laps to go to pull off a huge upset here in the clash. He almost won at Talladega in the spring last season until the final tri-oval. He would end up getting spun out and wrecked it. Here comes Ryan Blaney. Can McDowell hang on to win the clash tonight and win on the same track he got his first career win in? 2 laps to go. Ryan Blaney on the back bumper of Michael McDowell, trying to look for the lead. Ross Chastain also breaks away from the pack. But is he going to have enough time to catch up to the 2 in the front? Heading through 3 and 4, next time by is going to be the white flag here at Daytona. Who's going to win? The Clash's return to Daytona? Let's find out. McDowell leads them to the white flag. Here comes Christopher Bell and Bubba Wallace trying to battle for 3rd. Bubba Wallace looks on the inside, 3 wide for 3rd. But the main question is now, is Blaney going to be able to catch up to McDowell to win? Half a track to go. Denny Hamlin right in the back bumper at Bubba Wallace, but it doesn't look like they're going to have enough time. Ryan Blaney looks on the inside. Here he comes. Ryan Blaney looks on the inside for Michael McDowell for the lead. This is the finish everyone's been waiting for. Side by side coming into the tri-oval. McDowell, Blaney, side by side to the line. Michael McDowell wins the 2025 Busch Clash at Daytona. An amazing run by Spire Motorsports here tonight. And this might be one of the biggest upsets in the Clash in recent memory. The 71 car scores the victory tonight. Unbelievable. As you take a look at the rest of the results from tonight's race, Michael McDowell, of course, wins. Ryan Blaney coming home with a 2nd place finish. Ross Chastain, who dominated the early portion of the race, finishing 3rd. Christopher Bell 4th. Bubba Wallace 5th. Kyle Larson 6th. Denny Hamlin 7th. Shane Van Gisbergen, who had a pretty good run early in the race, finishing 8th. William Byron 9th. And Martin Truex rounding out the top 10. Rounding out the rest of the field, Joey Logano finishing 11th. Chase Elliott, who won the real Clash this year at Bowman Gray, finishing 12th. Alex Bowman finishing 13th. Tyler Reddick 14th. Kyle Busch 15th. And rounding out the field is Ty Gibbs, finishing 16th. And that's what would happen if the 2025 Clash returned to Daytona. Congratulations to Michael McDowell on winning it in a huge upset for Spire Motorsports. And hopefully this is the start of something big for this up-and-coming team. I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video and hope you guys enjoy it. I might be doing some more of these NR2003 videos, or these mock races, with some sort of spice up, whether it be a different track or a different driver, etc., etc. Just some different ideas. So if you guys like the idea, tell me what you think, and hopefully I might do some more in the future. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.